Hello there. I'm here making this video today because you asked me questions on Instagram that I asked you guys to ask me, and now I'm going to answer the questions that you asked me that I asked you to ask me here today in this Ask Rhys. Do you know how to cross your eyes? As you can see, I can cross my eyes and do some funky stuff, and I've recently figured out I can do this weird broken doll kind of face, which I'm going to perform for you now. Please don't click off the video just yet, it's gonna get a bit more normal. My dad asks, any favourite fossils? It's funny you ask that because my favourite fossil is actually you old dinosaur. How is married life treating you? So as you guys know, I am known for being the ultimate player. My single life was incredible. I was speaking to 20, 30 girls at a time. I was crazy. And that was a lie. And you probably couldn't tell because I'm so good at lying. It's a daily habit of mine, is to just lie constantly. In all seriousness though, I've always preferred being in relationships, and marriage is essentially just choosing the person you want to be in a relationship forever with. So overall, I'm very happy with my choice in my wife, and I'm very happy with my marriage. What traits do you like in people and what traits do you hate? Traits I like the most are probably loyalty, thoughtfulness, I like quite a lot. And traits I don't like, I've got to say, I'm not a big fan of when someone's doing murdering. That's just something I can't seem to get past. I don't like when someone's two-faced, like Voldemort at the end of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. What is your weight? I'm currently sitting at around 85 to 90 kilograms, and that very rarely changes, ever. I've been at that weight for the past many years, despite me eating more, sometimes trying to put on some muscle, or eating way less and trying to get shredded. The weight generally stays the same. I can look a little bit different, but weight is always the same. Why so handsome? Firstly, thank you so much for such a lovely, flattering question. And secondly, to answer the question, I'm gonna have to pass all the credit over to mother and father Pickering, who did most of the genetic work, and I just kind of appeared one day and started eating food and grew up, and now here I am. So, and I try and take care of myself a little bit. So, whatever. If you could start any business, what would it be and why? So Leora and I, we actually started a business when we were in Vegas together, which is called Ethereal, which is a bikini brand, and I feel like we did a really good job with the product. We were very happy with the product and the marketing, and I loved the imagery of the brand itself. That was a big part of it for us, was making it look really cool. And well, we did well. We were a small business, we sold all of our products, but being a small business is extremely hard. There are a lot of overheads that you don't really see when you're thinking of making a small business. So despite us selling all of our stock and it being a pretty successful launch, we made next to no profit, and it turned into more of like a passion project instead of a money-making venture, because we were just happy with how it was going and we wanted to sell stuff we were proud of, essentially. I'm very thankful that we had that moment where we had the launch and it was successful. And there's still stuff in the works, so keep an eye out. But yeah, we want to do more stuff with it in the future. How does someone contact you or your agency? If you have any genuine business inquiries, I will always reply on Instagram if it looks like a genuine business inquiry. Equally, if you Google my name or any of my agencies which are listed on Google, you will find the contact information there. Are you interested in acting? Well, I've been pretending to be a confident person for around 20 years now, so I think I'm pretty good at acting on that side of things. I've done like some adverts and TV commercials during modeling, and that was good fun, but it was not like proper acting. I didn't have any lines really. It was more just like physical movement and smiling, laughing, pretending to talk and that kind of stuff. Is there a job that high fashion models can't do? High fashion is very interesting because it's all about image and status. So when I first started out, I got straight into the high fashion side of things, and I was doing very well in high fashion, which I'm very thankful for, and that made my agent be very cautious of what commercial jobs he'd allow me to take on. and that was mostly to protect my image. The way it usually goes is that high fashion, high status jobs don't really pay the bills whatsoever, but they're like high status and they're really good for your brand and your image. And then on the side, you'll get good offers from commercial clients because you're like a big name in high fashion. But if you end up doing too much commercial stuff, you will become a commercial guy, and then commercial brands won't want to book you as much anyway because you're not a high fashion guy. So there's like a fine line between being that high fashion guy that can earn money on the side with big commercial jobs, or just being a full-on commercial guy and not being able to get any high fashion jobs anymore. What do you think about your feet? I feel like my feet do their job, you know, they're attached to the ankle correctly. They flap about, they're quite large, you know, and they've helped me walk for many years now. And if someone were to take my feet from me, I would say, I will not stand for this. And that is just like a little foot / balance joke for you there, just, yeah. Have you ever had a nickname? I always remember when I was a kid, I got my parents to start calling me RJ because I thought RJ was the coolest name there is, and in hindsight, it was quite a cool name and I should probably still go by RJ. However, I did go on holiday one year when I was in school and I got red frosted tips put in my hair, which I thought was quite cool as well. Anyway, I got back to school and everyone started calling me Bloodhead, which was, I mean, it was upsetting at the time, but it's also quite a cool supervillain name. So I could have gone down the supervillain route, but I stayed as a good boy, did my homework, and I didn't embrace the Bloodhead evil villain. When are you happiest? I'm happiest when I'm not worrying about absolutely everything going on around me and absolutely everything that could happen in the near future. But unfortunately that happens quite often. I'm also usually quite happy when I'm eating food, and I get to eat food throughout the day, so I have moments of happiness for sure. If you got a boat, what would you call the boat and why? Isn't it quite common for sailors to name their boats after their wives or lovers or something? So in my case, I would name my boat after my wife. So it would be called the SS Knobhead. Or I'd go for a different angle and call it something kind of cool, like the sea floater. That's pretty cool. You can just imagine some pirates that have just committed a crime thinking they got away with it, and then suddenly on the horizon, what's that? Oh my goodness, it's the sea floater. What is your comfort food? A bar of chocolate with a coffee brings me immense joy for the 30 seconds that I'm eating it. So I'm very comfortable while I'm eating it, and then immediately after I feel unwell. So it's not worth it in general. But I did do it today actually, because I had some chocolate left over from the movie I watched last night, which was Top Gun, which was absolutely amazingly good actually. The planes were flying about and Tom Cruise was going, you know, as he does. If you were a piece of furniture, what would you be? I can quite confidently say that I would be a chaise longue, because it sounds cool and a bit French, you know. And I'm quite tall, so technically I'm quite chaise longue. How is being married, and how do you pick a life partner? Being married is absolutely great, and when it comes to picking a life partner, I can't express this enough, guys. Don't marry someone if they're doing murders on other people, because, well, for one, it's not a good look. It's not good for business if you were doing like a couple's business kind of thing. And in general, murderers aren't that nice of a people, you know. They're usually not very friendly because, you know, they're murdering. But yeah, I love being married. I know I got a bit off topic there. Piano, question mark? I will play you a song now that I've learned recently. I know the microphone's not the best on this camera anymore, but hopefully I'll do it a little bit of justice. But before I do that, I will just say thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Mate.